afternoon, OC people. The rev counter is now connected. Seems to be working. I don't know what that's all about. That works. Fuel off. So yeah folks, what me and Roger's decided, or Roger come up with it this morning. Very early message, and what he said to me, he says, Dave, he says, you know all this side stand stuff? I says, yeah, my mate, go on, Roger, keep going. What he suggested was, rather than mess about with what's on the bike, why don't we have them all on the right hand side of the bike, underslung one of the other, this side of the bike. I said, you know, what a great idea. So, yeah, Roger comes up with some good bits, you know. I bounce off him, he bounces off me, and even before he started work this morning, he was messing about with this bike and thinking of things and bits and pieces for its journey. While he was doing his work this morning, after our first initial conversation, I had these forks out of the yellow bike. We'll get to that one. The Kenny Roberts hybrid. We was gone to the powder coat of that, so I'm not really going to do anything to that because I just want to surprise you with that bling bike. That'll be a few weeks' time. So yeah, what we're going to do, rev counter's now working. We're going to pull the clutch cover off of it, and we're going to put a brand new clutch in it, as in the basket, the middle piece that all the plates fit on, and the outer bit, and a set of new plates. So we've got a brand new clutch, entire brand new clutch to fit onto this engine. We can mop the clutch cover up then. We've got one already powder coated on the bench, so we've got to install the oil pump, the water pump, and all the various bits. We were waiting for delivery of the parts for that, the seal, the bearing, and this, that and the other, which we now have. So that'll be what we're going to do for a few hours this afternoon to push the progress forward again on the MT project. But I think what Roger suggested about the GP style pipes, because then we can have them made and they can all sort of bolt onto the original mounting point that the pipe fitted on when it did have the 125 engine in it. So that's your update for today. I'll keep you posted, but that's what we're about. Roger's just been doing some more bits and pieces, as I explained, on the electrics. He's wired in the temperature sensor gauge, which goes on the COSO clock that's hiding in there, the little brass bit for the temperature. So there isn't really a lot left, I don't think, for Roger to wire in and do now. Temperature. He's got the temperature gauge going on there. I don't know if you can see on my phone, 36 point something, because we've just ran it for a little bit. So there's not a lot left to do on there. Is there, Roger? Is there anything else you want to wire into the COSO?
No, the only thing is looking at the fuel gauge, see if we can get that too.
Yes, that's another feature of the COSO clock, the fuel gauge. And we do have the sensor still in the top of the tank, the plastic tank that sort of we're using on the MT. So it could well be that when we get to that point, I'm sure he'll experiment with trying to get the fuel gauge on there as well as. So that COSO clock, it does a lot of functions. And Roger's fitted a few in the last few years to different bikes that he's had with great success on using the components that's going on to the bikes and what comes with the clock. So that's it. We'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching, Mr. Roger Dilly Dilly.
Double dram beauty.
There you go, Dilly Dilly.